Peace. Welcome to the finale of the YouTube book reading of Love Like Sky, the 28th reading and finale. Peace, highest heart love. Welcome. Love Like Sky by Leslie C. Youngblood. And this is the finale. You get to see it live, and it will be in the playlist when it's complete. Thank you so much for being here. This has been such a glorious road, fantastic book, and I'm so honored to be able to read it and bring you this peaceful part of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters. And I'm Master Fitness Trainer Uriel Riley. Yes! What an amazing completion to the month of April. So, the 30 for 30 poetry, we're at its completion. Just like this book, because we timed it up perfect, right? Divine Rising. Welcome, welcome, YouTube. Thank you so much. Part of the book lovers community. Here we go. Completion of another book. We win again. I told you, we are going to win. All right. Chapter 28 picks up on page 286. Straight up to heaven. Everyone followed Tangi, including Valerie. Kevin and I lagged behind. I'm kind of happy my dad didn't come today. Really? I wanted to see you before I left, to help with the bike, in case you needed me or something. My sister says there are lots of ways to keep in touch these days. That's true. Rochester won't seem so far, he said, and the spot where he kissed me tingled again. Seconds later, we were all out back, interfering with Lucinda and Rhonda, enjoying root beer floats, Peach's favorite drink. People sang, "Everybody's got a little light under the sun," in the background. Which one of you is Lucinda? Lucinda pointed to herself before taking a chug. Heard you are co-captain of the Georgia Peach Jam step team. First, the bike shouldn't have anything to do with someone making the team or not. You need to learn sportsmanship. You need to mind your business, Lucinda shot back. Georgie is my sister. Nikki is her best friend, so this is my business. Whatever. You probably just want to try out too. Lucinda turned to Nikki. Don't think that bike is worth 4 headaches. Oh, is that what you think? Tangi said. Tangi took a scrunchie from off her wrist and put her hair in a ponytail, beads and all. Then she whipped her hoodie over her head. You've done it now, Valerie said as she held Tangi's phone. Peaches eased up to me just in time. What's happening? What's happening, G baby? Peaches asked. Just watch, I said, and pulled her close. Tangi looked over her shoulders, and before any of us could speak, she floated through the air, her body like a perfect arch. She can fly, Kevin mouthed in awe. She backflipped 2 times, stopped. Then she did a move from the old movie The Matrix that looked like her back swept the ground. Like a stop sign, she held out the palm of her left hand. Then let each finger, one individually until they currently, like a electricity hit her wrist, ran along her shoulders, and ended in the fingertips of her right hand. Her clap was loud before her knees hiked up to her chest. And every time her knee went up, she clapped underneath. I started to clap along, feeling the rhythm, but didn't want to miss a move. All right, she shouted. All right, we shouted back. She clicked her heels and stood soldier straight with her hands along her side, moving her head in quick, sharp turns. She surveyed her surroundings again and sprung her hands over her head, clicked her heels again, and took off to the air. Her body curved like a capital C during each of the two backflips before landing right in front of Lucinda, nearly nose to nose. Peace, everyone. We're reading Love Like Sky. We're in the finale, the last chapter. Yes, the finale. Love to all our friends in the book lovers community. Yes. Thank you so much for being here. You're seeing it live. And this will premiere for this last day of the month. We're here, the 30th of April. So thank you so much. We have a nice treat at the end as well. Reverence to this book. So here we come. Lucinda didn't move. Her eyes were wide. Dang, she's good, Rhonda said to Lucinda, though we all heard it. Whoa, was that my baby? Frank shouted as he approached us. He put his hand on Tangi's back and pulled her close. T, you don't know how good it is for me to see you doing what you love. You know? You don't have to say it, Daddy. I know, Tangi said. I felt a tickle in my throat and hoped that I didn't cry because I knew what he meant to Morgan. I knew what he meant to Morgan. Morgan would be so happy to see her fly. Teach me, Tangi. Teach me, Peaches said. Soon, real soon, Tangi said. Trina sent me out to get you girls for the pictures. Glad to see you're doing your thing, baby, Frank said and kissed her forehead. All of these girls will be on the Woolfolk Beast GC step team next year. Just showing them a few moves, Tangi said. Well, who better? You were captain. Y'all come in for pics when you're done. Go in with Frank, Peaches. We'll be there in just a second. After Frank and Peaches left, Tangi folded her arms and stepped closer to Lucinda, who still hadn't spoken. Miss Jerry Lynn, you know, the coach, has been after me for months to come back as her assistant. This team gives everyone a fair shot, and they do not like bullies. This is what will happen. That bike you have, get it back to Nikki ASAP. If you don't, I promise you that you won't dance 1 minute with this team. Are we clear? Yes, Lucinda said. Her eyes looked like they could still see Tangi in the air. I wanted to call Miss Jerry Lynn and have you banned from the team, but Georgie convinced me not to. Shouldn't you have something to say? Oh, Lucinda said. I tensed up then. Tangi was pushing it. But maybe she knew Lucinda better than I did because Lucinda glanced at me and didn't even roll her eyes. Thank you, Lucinda said. You're welcome, I said. Ugh, where was my cool? Wasn't I supposed to say something like, I hope this teaches you a lesson? Nikki, if it's not back tomorrow morning, call Georgie. Tangi reached to Val for a phone. I got Miss Jerry Lynn's number right here. Don't give me a reason. Tangi turned to me. Dad said, Dad said the photographer is here. We should go in. She whipped all around, and all the beads on her ponytail snapped like 100 fingers right in Lucinda's face. We walked through the door, and I went up to Peaches right away. Think Tangi will dance again for us? She asked and leaned into me. I think she will, I said. Oh, okay, she said, but the zest she had before was gone. Where's all the excitement you had a few minutes ago? Everything okay? Nothing's the matter, Peaches said, which is what she was says when something is the matter. Before I could get to the bottom of it, Mama waved at us. Gee, baby, you and Tangi, get in this picture, please. I don't think I've had one picture with all my girls this entire evening. Why don't the four of you stand in front of the window? Those mauve drapes make a good backdrop, the photographer said. She wore jeans and a blue t-shirt with a click chick written on the front of the gold glitter. Since Mama called her at the last minute, she could only schedule 1 hour. Yeah, that looks good, Frank said. Don't you go anywhere. I want you in here next, Mama called to him. I was glad that Tangi didn't mind Mama calling her one of our girls. Seemed like everyone followed the photographer because more guests crowded into the living room, including Grandma Sugar. After the photographer snapped a few shots, the front door opened and Daddy and Millicent came back in. Looks like we got inside just in time. Daddy made an imaginary camera with his hands. Mama, can the whole blended up family be in a pic together? A small voice piped. Everybody laughed. Maybe she's just a little drained. Y'all heard the guest of honor, George. You and Millicent, get over here, Frank said and moved the coffee table back. Peaches wants the whole blended up family. We can do that, Daddy said to Frank, and they shook hands and bumped shoulders. Not a full hug, but something close to it. Mama and Millicent didn't do as much smiling at each other. Oh, Mama and Millicent didn't do as much. Smiling at each other was enough. That includes me too, Sugar said, tiptoeing over and making us laugh even more. Peaches was the smallest, so as she posed in the front, then I stood next to her and wrapped my hand around her shoulder. Tangi looped one arm with mine and the other around on Peach's shoulder. Sugar stood next to us. Mama and Frank were next to her. Then Daddy and Millicent were on the other side of me. Can't get a better family shot than that, Miss Cora said. Wouldn't happen in my house, another friend added and laughed. Is that disco lady? Sugar asked. That DJ is going to have to play that one again when we finish up here. You got it, Frank said. Tighten up just a bit, the photographer said. Standing around us were Kevin, Nikki, Tammy, and Valerie, and I couldn't wait to get them all together in the picture too. I didn't see Lucinda and Rhonda. Maybe their ride finally showed up. Nikki's lips were flapping a mile a minute. She was yapping to Kevin and Tammy 1 second and laughing so hard that she was holding her stomach the next. Here we go, the photographer said. On the count of three. Just a moment, Mama said. Everyone say Bogalusa instead of cheese. You got it, Click Chick said. On the count of three. Everyone. 1, 2, 3. Bogalusa! We all shouted, and even Peaches pronounced it right this time. One more, the photographer said. Pull in closer, each side, a little closer. Everyone huddled together good. As she adjusted her camera lens, Tangi whispered in my ear, Thanks again for helping me. Thanks again for helping me, Georgie. Would have been a lot worse if I had to call Dad. You're a great little sister. No biggie, I said, hoping my eyes didn't get all teary. Thanks for helping with Lucinda. I know girls like her. Insecure mostly, she said. Insecure? Lucinda? I couldn't wrap my head around that. Let's drop a pin right here. Peace, highest heart, love, and welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, right? Insecure people will project their insecurities onto others. That's what we have a case of right here. And that's why it takes a while to come into the understanding of how this works in human beings. But if you take the large cases and you look at it from a big macro perspective, someone who steals and thieves or lies a lot, well, that same person will project that other people are doing. That's their insecurity. It has nothing to do with you. There's a master gem. Oof, yes. About staying on our square and understanding your power and strength, insecurity, and grounding. See, when you're grounded, you're not scared. You can just look as the observer from all 360 degrees. You're insecure. That means inward, not feeling safe, not feeling sure. And that's why mastering our world is about knowing. When you know yourself, you master thyself. It's easy to look at the world and be in it, not of it. So that's a big time gem. Insecurity. I pulled Peaches in closer. She smiled along with everyone else, but it was sort of like Kevin's smile with sadness lurking underneath. Okay, on three. 1, 2, 3. Tangi's arm tightened around my shoulder and she leaned in until her cheek pressed against mine. As soon as the photographer snapped a few more shots, everyone started talking and taking pictures with their phones. But I took my hands with Peaches and we made our way toward the living room door. I opened it and we walked out to the porch, closing the door behind us. If you're tired, guest of honor or not, everyone would understand if you're ready for bed. Mm-hmm. It's not that. Then what? Bogalusa? No, I heard something bad. I bit my lip to keep from pressing her. I wasn't supposed to hear. I wasn't supposed to hear it. Maybe someone had said something about her being slower than everyone else now. How could I protect her in Bogalusa if I couldn't even protect her at home? There was a break in her heart that I might not ever be able to fix. You can tell me, I said. It didn't seem as though Mama and Daddy had fallen into a shouting match, but when things were bad between them, they do it in grocery stores, in movies, in doctors' offices. No place was off limits. Was it Mama and Daddy? No. She frowned and twisted her lips. I bent down until we were eye to eye. Then, what then? She looked down, then back up at me. The puffy, but I planted a kiss right in the middle just the same. You can tell me anything, right? She nodded and her eyes welled with tears. One of the grown-ups told another one that everybody was getting along because I was sick and that it wouldn't stay that way. I almost wanted to know which one said it, but it didn't matter. I wiped her tears with my thumbs just as they fell. They were just talking, Peaches. That's what grown-ups do sometimes. They say things they don't really mean for us to hear. But is it true? I took her hand and led her to the steps, and we sat down, at the music from the backyard thumping like a heartbeat. Want me to be honest with you, right? She nodded. Well, maybe a little of it is true. Everyone is on their best behavior now. But Mama, Frank, Daddy, and even Millicent were trying before you got sick, right? Mama and Daddy were mad at the hospital. They didn't think I could hear them, but I could, Peaches said. But they're here now, right? Yeah, but they never all got together before. I put my arms around her and pulled her close. Grown-ups are human. Grown-ups are human too. It takes time to figure stuff out. Am I still sick? That's why I can't do stuff like before? Not even the Dougie or the Nene? You're getting stronger every day. You'd rather be getting stronger here than in that hospital, right? Anyway, when you are up to it, we're doing our own dance, remember? Yeah, the Georgie Peaches. You got it. The Dougie and the Nene are old anyway. Then she leaned even closer to me. The coconut oil, Mama smooth, smothered in her hair, scented each breeze. Tangi told me a secret. She did? She said I could tell you if I wanted. Do you want to? Yeah. What is it? That you tried to help me not be sick any no more. We all tried to help. She said you were going to give me a blood confusion. I giggled. It's called a blood transfusion, silly. You wasn't going to be scared to give me your blood? A little, but I would have done it anyway. 'Cause you love me? Her smile lit the night brighter than the twinkling stars. Peaches hugged me real hard, and I felt jumbled up inside. Hugging Peaches made me happy, but a part of me wanted to cry. I couldn't help thinking about how much Tangi must miss her little sister and hope when it all got too much for her, so much that she might not even be able to talk about it with anyone, she could feel her hug from heaven. I knew that our blended up family wasn't going to always be like the party tonight, but I was Peach's big sister, just like Tangy was mine. I prayed that I'd always be there for both of them and the best I could. Mama and Daddy hadn't said anything to me, but I knew there was something going on with Peaches that maybe could never be fixed. But I bet Tangy would give anything to have her sister with her, even if she wasn't the same as before. I tilted my head to the east and west and listened to the music vibrate and the voices dance around. The door opened. Tangy called, "G baby and Peaches, let's get a pic with my phone." "Sure," we said together as we stood up and Peaches led me inside. But before entering the house, I glanced up one more time. "We'll love her. We'll love her like Sky," I whispered and wished for the wind to wisp my words straight to heaven. And we've completed Love Like Sky, another book by Leslie C. Youngblood. I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel Navarre Riley. Highest heart, love, and honor. We have completed Love Like Sky. Woo! It's so amazing. Isn't that a beautiful ending? We did it. Woo! Love like sky. 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 So amazing. So grateful and thankful for all I have now and all that's coming to me. We did it together. We did it. Let's read the acknowledgments before we hit the chimes and close out this month together with a poem for Love Like Sky. All right. What a beautiful, amazing book. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Highest heart, love. So emotional, so beautiful. That's why I had to give that sacred pause at the completion. All right, here we go. Acknowledgements. Light it up, light it up. Acknowledgements for Love Like Sky. Thank you for the likes and subs. We're pushing towards 700 subs on this peaceful part of YouTube, live from the light here in LA. Acknowledgements. To reach this point, I followed Morrison's instructions to write the book that I always wanted to read, along with Baldwin's wisdom on endurance and Thoreau's advice to live the life you've imagined. I thank God for allowing me to see this day and the Reverend Dr. Richard Douglas and Zion Hill Missionary Baptist Church for keeping our family in prayer. I thank my editor, Laura Schreiber, for the joy in your voice when you talk about Love Like Sky, and my agent, John Rudolph, for that one yes. My mother, Daisy May Raby, and the man who became Dad, Winston Raby, for your unconditional love and letting me come back home. It made all the difference. My grandparents, Ike Shepard for his strength, Lily Mae Shepard, who said, "You can be anything you want to be," and my grandmother, Adela Cook Shepard, even though we never met. Of course, my siblings, Jerry Lynn P. Harris, my first and closest friend, Randall J. Raby, Winston Raby, and Isaiah Raby, who kept my lights on and landlord at bay. With special thanks to Winston for understanding when I said I didn't have a plan B, and the sibling to whom I dedicated Love Like Sky. A senseless act of violence took him away from us in the physical, but never in the spiritual. Samuel C. Griffin, to Nicole and Kaylin Harris, and my Genies Melody. Auntie hopes you all see my love for you in this work, and my brother in law, Reginald B. Harris, one of the best fathers I know. The host of family who supports me no matter where I am in the world. Countless cousins, including Shannon D. Shepard, Christopher, Isaac, and Dale Williams, Patrice and Velika Harris, Lily Shepard, and Tisker Taylor, the Elsies, the Rabies, the Thomases, the Bridgeses, Cherries, Amigers, and Thompsons, my aunts and uncles, Jeanette and Haywood, Thomas, Jean and Terry Williams, Janice and C. Harris, and Curtis and Barbara Shepard, cousins, great aunts and uncles, the Sampsons of Bogalusa, Louisiana, especially the late Uncle McClurry Sampson, who was a two-term councilman in Bogalusa and president emeritus of Louisiana Municipal Black Caucus Association. The love and support of my circle of friends is boundless. To thank each one is a book in itself, but I have to mention Laverne Butler, Dukowski, Patricia Elder, Valerie McGrady, Blake, Erica McNeely, Angela Ray, and Eric Hodge. Thanks for every memory and for keeping me sane. This is awesome. Thank you, Laura Pegram, Quelly Journal, for your belief in Love Like Sky and your advocacy for writers of color. Marita Golden for mentoring and believing, the Hurston Wright Foundation, 2014 Yaddo artists, especially Kirk Shannon Butts, to everyone in the Morris Brown College legacy, my alma mater, Georgia State University, especially Dr. John W. Holman, the professors and students at the University of Ghana at Legon, Terry Kennedy, and the late Jim Clark of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, MFA program, UNCG, MFAers. Everyone at Rochester Writers and Books, Rochester Public Libraries, especially the Arnett and Phyllis Wheatley branches, the Maggies of Mount Olive, Mississippi, Adeyemi O. McKendy, Michelle Denise Commander, Dr. Shirley Hanshaw, Duru, and Owanza Ohanatu, Marva Gardner, Scott Brown, A. Van Jordan, Ty Himba and Kelly Jess, John Dalton, Pastor Takuma, and Dr. Michelle Johnson for being among the first to love G Baby and Peaches, and for pre ordering Love Like Sky for your students. Belinda Carmichael, Ashley Craig Lancaster, Kim Bowman, Diane Watkins, Robin Hayden, Jackie Parks, Mrs. Odessa and the late Charlie McGrady, the Reverend Frederick Robinson, who introduced me to Coltrane, Valerie Boyd, who read my early stories, Tayari Jones for kindness and advice, Shay Youngblood, Terry McMillan, and Bernice L. McFadden for opening doors, Angela Johnson, Renee Watson, Jacqueline Woodson, Rita Williams Garcia, and Nikki Grimes for priceless blueprints, Pat Laudier, and my former co-workers at the Atlanta Tribune, the magazine, including Renita Mathis and Adrian S. Harris, Tokia C. Graham, Kenny Jean, Jennifer Pittman, the staff, professors, and students of Lincoln University, past and present, Dr. Ann Harris, Lacan Oguntoyimbo, Greg Brownderville, Dr. Anita Lyell, Kathleen Woodruff, Carol Taylor for initially reading and editing Love Like Sky and other manuscripts, Tracy Baptiste and Savvy Thorne, the Same Page and Go On Girl book clubs, Javon T. Rice for loving me and reading pages during the hardest time of my life, Rochester, New York, for welcoming me back, and Atlanta, Georgia, for showing me many sides of life and giving me more friendships than I can name. I know I'm forgetting several key people, but it's my head, not my heart. And another reason I'm thankful for other novels to come. Did it. We completed Love Like Sky. Thank you so much for reading with us. Highest heart, love, and honor. And so now it's poem time. The 30th poem of this month. 30 for 30. On this peaceful part of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters. Honorable. All right. So here's my tribute to Love Like Sky. Poem time. I looked at the sky and the light shines so bright. Sun in the day, moon, stars, and constellations at night. Love comes like waves of frequency light. Forever is love that I feel because it sits in my occipital love and curates my sight and focuses my will right while I live life and build light while I write incense burning. I watch the smoke fly, reading the book Love Like Sky, a story about unconditional love and family love never dies. Even when a loved one dies in the physical, both joy and love can still reside. The lovely memories conjure up feelings that love revives. When it changes, it feels like it hides. Love is forever unconditional. Love infinite. Love like sky. Thank you so much for the finale reading. Highest love. We made it. We did it. I want you to have a wonderful Thursday and divine rising. Thank you so much for being here and reading books in this peaceful part of YouTube where we read books and learn from masters. Let's have a glass of love water. We did it again. Yes, we did it again. I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I love you. I love you. I love you. Happy April. And we're coming into the full moon in May. Uh, I love you. I love you. I love you. What an amazing book and read. Thank you so much for being here. We'll ring the bell right here. We completed again. All right. Shaking it up on YouTube. Hey 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 hey. Woo! We did it again. The crowd goes crazy. The champions of reading books. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Ay, 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 ay. Love, 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 love you. I love you, you. You know it, because I love myself. Fine days and nights. We completed another book. Thank you so much. I will see you soon when we convene, thinking the next book we're going to read on this channel. So I'll meditate with that for the next few days, and then I'll bring it to you. Thank you so much. Peace, peace. We did it. Yes. Love likes God.